What up, NMO fans?
What up, bitches?
We are here at
8 on the break.
We're here in Denali, New Jersey. All right. What we're about to do today is we're gonna actually do similar to the Tatsunoko versus Capcom that we did here back in season one, beginning of two, where we did the Wii version. All right. We're gonna play the arcade cabinet of BlazBlue, which is a rare thing, you know, outside of Chinatown or whatnot. So we're gonna check that out. We're gonna get some tournament coverage. So those of you familiar with showyuken.com and whatnot, a lot of guys should be showing up. But we are aware of the flooding that's been going on
this past weekend.
Yeah, through New Jersey. So our heart goes out to the victims and whatnot, especially in Little Falls out by Willowbrook Mall where we used to.
Little Falls, man. I'm talking Mill Section, Manville, man.
Yeah, I mean,
it's over.
You know, but back on track. We're gonna actually do a couple of rubber matches in the back and whatnot, and then see if we can talk to Shinwar, who's actually here with us. But as far as the intro goes, that's what we got for you. All right, any words, Anomaly, before we head inside?
Support God of War 3. That's the best fucking
we
game.
We covered that. We did the midnight release and whatnot. We'll probably pop it in this little. This is not an episode. We're doing mini shorts to extend season 3. All right, but hang tight. We'll see you on site.
Go.
What up, NMO fans? Check it out. We're checking out BlazBlue continuum shit. All right. Like I said, it's a rare thing. We're checking it out here on the break. Okay. Now, one thing I already played vast majority of the game. It's if you think of Guilty Gear Reloaded, Guilty Gear Accent Core, it has minor upgrades to it. Like I was playing with Ragnar, and he has a new diagonal dash that moves and whatnot. It's pretty, pretty good stuff. But I won't get into depth here. I'd rather wait for the console version to come out. But for the most part, the story is somewhat rearranged a bit, and I mean, virtually unchanged for the most part. It's basically like BlazBlue Turbo, like a championship edition equivalent. In this arcade version, there's only 2 extra characters, but the console version is gonna have 2 extra on top of that. So technically, it's gonna be 4 altogether. But I'm about to fire it up. I'm gonna use Ragnar and give you like a brief overview. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do narration for this one. But
Alright, NMO board now. Alexis here about to play BlazBlue. This is continuing shit.
This is an awesome setup that they got here. It's some big ass stuff. Definitely come out to meet us if you'd like. We're usually here at 8 on the break like once a week. Mainly on Tuesdays, sometimes on Saturdays, depending on if I'm at drill or not. But again, the game's mechanics pretty much are unchanged, but it's like a lot of rebalancing. So since the game is 75 cents to play, it's not something that we can really get into as far as testing his character. But it's definitely good stuff. I mean, the widescreen display, I mean, it just really, like what I said about the original BlazBlue still applies here. So we're just going to do like a quick snippet.
Alright, brother, kick his ass.
Kick his motherfucking ass!
Alright, so what's the difference between this and the original BlazBlue?
It's just like a turbo edition type. It has 2 new characters. The story, it continues where BlazBlue 1, left off for the most part.
Alright, play, see where everything still the same?
It's still the same, pretty much. They didn't, it's good that they didn't, screw around with it for the most part. All they did, like for instance, I'll show you, Ragnar has that move now, which he didn't have before. It helps him out a lot though.
I don't know, I mean, I'm a good person. Ragnar, he reminds me of Chip a little bit.
He's like Chip and Soul.
Yeah. But some Guilty Gear are more cool destroyers. Nice.
Now I'm trying to get my distortion finished off, but the game is, one thing I like about Arc System, you can get into it as a beginner, but if you play enough, you can get like at master level. It's crazy stuff.
You ain't no master.
I didn't say I was. I still gotta learn this game. But graphically, of course it gets a 10. But to me, I don't want to give it a different review because it's kind of the same game.
Yeah, but that's the way we do. We give our opinion, you know?
Yeah. It's funny. But you see, the arcade version only has Japanese voices. But, I mean, they don't sound too bad. Because the console version, I was used to the English. You know, I hated fighting him in the first one. So I think... Yeah, one thing about, I guess the arcade version is just a little too easy. Up until you get to Iron Tiger, that fucker's a piece of shit. All he keeps doing is magnetizing you and grabbing you and crap. But yeah, definitely I like these types of games. I've always been a Guilty Gear, Arc System, Fist of the North Star, fan. But I like the fact that they kept this game more like, they kept the story in the arcade version. You know how you get like Tekken or other games that are just stripped down like King of Fighters at times? They kept the story intact, so for the most part, it's good stuff. Here's one of the new characters. I don't know too much about her yet, but once I put the narration in there with the during editing, we'll have some more info. Now, graphically, it looks like moving anime. I said this about the first one, which was freaking awesome. She looked like a Middle Eastern girl with like a freaking sword and shit. You know what they need to do? They gotta bring that game, Vanguard Princess, to the arcade.
Okay, people don't know about Vanguard Princess.
That's why we're gonna review it. We're gonna look it up. But you see, I'll be honest with you, if you compare it to like other games like Tatsunoko versus Capcom, Tatsunoko is actually more fun. This game is more for the hardcore.
Right.
But it's still hardcore, yet the regular gamer can get in there and start mashing the buttons and still win. Oh, that bitch. Oh, no. Yeah, but for the most part, I like it. You know, Anomaly hasn't played it yet, but I'm pretty sure just graphically alone, it's impressive. You know, it's better than King of Fighters and what they dropped the ball with. But
I guess that's a close remark.
Yeah, so on that note, BlazBlue, arcade unit, 8 on the break. Check us out on the NMO website, nmotors.webs.com. So we'll check you out in a little bit.
Here playing a competitor here in BlazBlue. You know, we thought it wasn't going to get an actual two-player co-op gameplay, but we got it tonight, so we're going to see what happens.
that's not an excuse anyway. But check it out. Just wanted to direct your attention to, there's actual
Anticipation.
Yeah, there's actually a fan base for BlazBlue. So, thank you, Arc Systems, for bringing this stateside because there's a lot of titles that just never make it here. So, I just wanted to point that out, and then, we did our little Yasei on the game, and then we're gonna do our thing in the back. All right, so hang tight.